Let's shoot the shit about sugar.
This is a world premiere. This is a world.
So maybe the title of this video seems a little clickbaity, but I assure you it's not. Even though the topic of this video will not be Durianrider, I thought it was only fair to use his name because he personally is responsible for a lot of what I think might be misinformation floating around the internet about processed sugar. For those of you who've been following the Convertible series, you may have noted that Veg Ann shouted us out in her last Vegan Nutshell, talking about the fact that your favorite Starbucks drink may not actually be vegan. So Lulu is what? Is the beard still working? Or the dandelion greens have sprouted and there is tons and tons of basil. So I'll be showing you the basil and the dandelion greens in the next walkthrough this Saturday. So for those of you who've been following the 30 videos in 30-day challenges, you might have noticed that Maureen Janine has been a little bit out of the loop. That's because she's been having some work done on her computer, but do continue to go to her channel. Do check out Abantu May and Electric Mayhem 87 and Oh Triceratops. And I do think that Cheap Lazy Vegan is also doing a video a day for the month of September. So do give Cheap Lazy Vegan some love as well. I thought I was having a heart attack. So here's the story. It was the day that I was supposed to be filling out my paperwork to become a professor at Pace University. I'm no longer teaching at Pace University because I am in Detroit. I was filling out my paperwork and I noticed that there was a sharp pain in my chest. Now, mind you, I had been rushing to get there and I guess I was feeling a little apprehensive and I was on the subway and I'd kind of lost track. Maybe I was reading or something, which is what I like to do when I'm on the subway. But I was about to miss my stop and I reached in and grabbed the doors and held them open and then forced them open and got off the subway at the correct stop. So while I'm sitting doing my paperwork, as I told you before, I feel this sharp pain in my chest. I had never felt a pain like this, and I was fairly certain that I was having a heart attack. I do sometimes get a little nervous about my health, but generally speaking, I am not the type of person who goes rushing to the doctor, which is something that we're going to be talking about later. I decided that I should check myself into the emergency room because I was pretty certain that I was having a heart attack. Well, after hooking me up to machines and what is it, like doing an MMR or whatever kind of scans that they do when they test your heart to see if you're having a heart attack, they realized that nothing was wrong with me. It turns out I had pulled a muscle when I was trying to get the doors open on the subway, and that was the pain that I was feeling, and I wasn't having a heart attack. Although I insist it was the smart move for me to go to the doctor and have that checked out. And if you do feel pains in your chest, or if you feel weird in some way, do, get some advice from a medical professional. Durianrider has been a huge advocate for the use of refined sugar, saying that refined sugar is basically a healthy food. It turns out for the past 5 decades that the sugar industry has been paying researchers to shift the blame for weight gain and heart disease and other diet-related issues away from sugar to fat. Now, I'm not gonna tell you that fat is not responsible for a lot of the health issues that are suffered by people all over the world. But sugar is responsible for its fair share of ailments, not to mention things like diabetes. It certainly can be responsible for weight gain, and it's been connected to forms of heart disease. Now, I'm not a health professional, and I do not expect any of you to take health advice from me, except on this one thing. Do not, I repeat, do not take health advice as gospel from anyone on YouTube or on the internet. See your own health professional. Seek the advice of a doctor. Go to a certified nutritionist. Go to someone who is certified, who is qualified, who legally is in a position to offer you health advice. Somebody who might even be financially liable if anything goes wrong. You don't want to be trusting your health to somebody who doesn't have any stake in the outcome. So don't be surprised when things don't work out and that health guru that you found online is not around to pick up the pieces if things don't turn out so well. So that's it for this video. Like it if you like it, share, comment, subscribe. This is Reg signing off. Love yourself. Peace.
And I love myself. The world is a ghetto with big guns and dick